Australia's largest private health insurance company is in crisis today as hackers made good on their threat to release personal details of its 9.7 million customers. Business Editor Ross Greenwood joins us. Ross, good morning. For the company, this has big financial implications.
Look, Danica, there's no doubt about that, because not only have you got the situation where there are likely to be class actions coming in the future. Quite clearly, authorities will be looking at this. But right now, it's a matter of trying to stem the flow of information that's coming out from this hacker. It came after Medibank Private, Australia's largest private health insurer, as you say, said it would not pay any ransom to these hackers. And as a result, today, information has started to leak out, as we've been hearing. This is personal information. In some cases, it's suggested that more than 500,000 people have got treatments and claims that they have made. So therefore, medical information about those people, which clearly could be very sensitive. In the last few minutes, Medibank Private has put out a statement, and I'll read you just a little of that statement, which it says, the files appear to be a sample of the data that we earlier determined was accessed by the criminal. We will continue to work around the clock to inform customers of what data we believe has been stolen and any of their data included in the files on the dark web, and provide advice on what customers should do. But of course, that doesn't overcome the fact that some of those customers may very well now be in a very vulnerable position, especially high-profile people who may be there and medical treatments or backgrounds that they may have. This is a reason why this is such sensitive information, and the reason why, quite clearly, crime authorities here and overseas are taking this situation so seriously.
Yeah, it's certainly a very big story. But the other big story of the day, Ross, is a collapse in the Bitcoin price overnight. Now, we're used to swings in cryptocurrency, of course, but this is just way bigger.
Yeah, way bigger. So overnight, the price of Bitcoin collapsed by more than 11%. In fact, it was even more at one stage. And this came as a result of one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world. You can see here's Bitcoin at the moment down by 10.25%, 28,400 Australian dollars. But at one stage, it got down below 18,000 US dollars, which historically is really very low. Now, it's come as a result of one of the biggest players, FTX, run by the man they say is the richest man in crypto, a young man called Sam Bankman-Fried. And effectively what's happened is his company's gone broke. It's had a liquidity crisis, and so another company, Binance, has stepped in to buy FTX to try and solve those problems. But it's certainly sent shockwaves through the crypto community overnight here and around the world. And right now there are real grave fears for some of the other players inside this crypto community.
And Australia's second largest bank, the National Australia Bank, has released its annual profit today, and at $7.1 billion, pretty much right on forecast, Ross.
Yeah, right on the forecast. And so this is a strong result from the National Australia Bank. And we can see from the graphics that we'll put for you that this result of $7.1 billion is in line with other banks that are very strong. Again, reporting that there is not terribly much in the way of bad and doubtful debts around the place. You can see here also that the full year dividend has been raised by 24 cents to $1.51. NAB now has overtaken Westpac as Australia's second largest bank, which a lot of people might not recognise or understand. Traditionally, it was the third largest bank. It has got bigger, and this is simply because its profits have grown faster than Westpac. But as I say, it's also a situation right now where you've got a point that banks are in a pretty sweet spot, although they are all talking about tougher times coming ahead in the near future.
Ross Greenwood, thank you.